Hi, my name is Jacob, and I'm just another pilot telling you that they're a pilot. Join me on my flying adventures because they're about as exciting as a microburst from a cumulonimbus cloud. Though in saying that, don't fly into thunderstorms, fam, I don't advocate that. 20 nautical miles. Anyway, join me on my flying adventures as I aspire to become a commercial pilot and beyond. On today's episode, we've got beautiful cavalcade conditions with a smidge of light chop as we fly into Sydney International Airport. Let's take it away. Hello guys, I hope you guys are having an absolutely magnificent day. Today we're trying out something a little different. We'll be doing a vlog inspired by many people, YouTubers, friends alike as well. We'll be doing a vlog for one of our flights. So we'll be going from Camden, we'll be flying into Sydney International Kingsford Smith Airport. And I know, honestly I can't believe it myself. So we're out ready, up and about early this morning. It's currently 8:30 in the morning. A little bit of clouds, but it's a beautiful day. And for those who have been following, you definitely know what's on the menu for lunch and for dinner for that matter. Anyway, today we'll be in a Piper Warrior by the call sign of Juliet Alpha Zulu. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, let's get some tucker into our system and let's get ready for this big journey up to Camden. Ready? Let's grab the tap and everything, and I'll leave the rest of the video up to the flying. Let's get it on. Camden Tower, Juliet Alpha Zulu Warrior is a holding point 06, ready for overhead departure to Sydney.
Juliet Alpha Zulu Tower, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Juliet Alpha Zulu is on a visual approach for runway 34 left.
Alpha Zulu, Sydney Tower, good day. And just to depart again straight away, or do you want some taxiing?
If possible, we taxi around just a bit for about 10 minutes and then head off and depart again.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, okay, copied. Plan to vacate taxiway Lima to your left after landing.
Taxiway Lima after landing, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, wind 020 degrees, 10 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 34 left, copy that. Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, back out left on taxiway Lima, New Zealand X left, contact ground 126, decimal 5. 126,
Sydney Tower, FedEx 6013 Heavies, inbound 34 left.
FedEx 6013 Heavy, Sydney Tower, good day, wind 020 degrees, 9 knots. Vacate at the end, taxiway Alpha 1, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Okay, we'll roll it down to the end and third lane 34 left, FedEx 6013.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, contact departures, g'day.
Departures, g'day, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Well, wasn't that just absolutely incredible? And I know a bit of a difference in the facial hair department since the flight. But yeah, that was just honestly the most amazing thing that I could have ever imagined. You know, it truly is once in a lifetime, unless you want to do it multiple times. But it never would have been a thing had this pandemic not happened. You know, that's probably one of the very, very few positives to come out of this whole global pandemic, is that we general aviation enthusiasts, or just anyone in the general aviation department, just hadn't like a completely once in a lifetime opportunity to go take your little Piper Warrior, your little DA40, you know, your little Cessna 172, whatnot, and land at runway 34 left or 16 right, where the big jets usually land. And there's still some jets flying today that have been converted into cargo airplanes and whatnot. But yeah, that was just so amazing. I was able to live a boyhood dream that I've had ever since my earliest memory of flying, which was when I was about 3 years old, taking a 767 for Qantas back then to Darwin. I remember when the engines just were put into full thrust for takeoff. I remember just counting down. I was so excited, and that would have been on, I reckon, runway 34 left or 16 right, unless, you know, there was a good chance it was on one of those runways. But I've definitely been on those runways in domestic flights before. Yeah, it was just honestly so amazing. I was able to land, and a huge thanks to everyone who made this possible. You know, Curtis Aviation, they're one of the few flight schools that actually allowed this to happen. You know, a friend of mine sort of hooked me up with an instructor, because he did a flight into Sydney himself. And yeah, no, they're just great. They're so friendly. They're out in Camden. It's a bit of a drive, or it's a bit of a way for me to go, but I'd have no complaints at all. It was absolutely fantastic. And special thanks as well to Ricky, my friend, who sort of jumped in the back of the seat last minute in the back of the flight and was able to film so much of what you guys just saw. So much credit goes to him. You know, if it wasn't for him, if it was just us two doing the flight, you know, I wouldn't have made this, because I wouldn't have had enough footage, because I was so focused on flying. I can't actually put into words how grateful I am for this experience. And just a quick background on my flying, just before we go. I am a recreational pilot myself. I did some flying in 2018-19 to get my recreational pilot's license, and then I sort of took a 1 year break from that just to finish up my uni studies and whatnot. And 2020, I was planning to go back to flying, but this pandemic sort of put a little bit of a pause on that. And so I've been self-studying a bunch of commercial pilot license subjects that I can finish off before returning to flying, to get my PPL and eventually CPL at the very minimum, and then doing multi-engine or instructor or whatnot after that. But yeah, I'm a budding pilot. I'm hopeful to be flying into Sydney Airport a lot more in the future, because, you know, the positives aside of the pandemic, it's a real shame to see so many pilots without a job, so many struggling, so many airplanes that once were flying, you know, just every minute at Sydney Airport. They're just not there anymore. If you take a visit to Sydney Airport, you'll be lucky to see like 3 an hour. And on that topic as well, I want to send a huge thanks to Sydney Tower and everyone involved in making that possible. You know, we gave them a ring a couple of hours before the flight itself, just to make sure it was all possible and everything, and thankfully it wasn't too busy that day. We had old mate India Papa Delta joining us for a flight, which was pretty cool. I don't know what school they're from, but it was pretty cool to see someone of a general aviation like nature joining us for a flight. You know, that was really cool to see. And yeah, we did a tour of the international terminal. We didn't get over to the domestic side, but that's okay. You know, Ricky filmed that on the way up as we took off. And also Sydney, doing some laps at Sydney Harbour. You know, that's something I haven't done before, and I want to do so much more of in the future. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. This vlog meant so much to me, and I'm sorry I couldn't get around to doing it earlier, but honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe. You know, eventually when I get back into flying very shortly in the coming months, I want to be doing a lot more of these flying vlogs. You know, they're not going to be as detailed or as sophisticated or as long per se, but I'd love to document my flights into like places like Moorabbin, eventually going to Melbourne, Brisbane, in your little Piper Warrior type aircraft when the borders restrictions ease and all that in the future. You know, that's well into the future, but I'd love to document my flying progression up until commercial pilot's license and beyond. You know, I just love filming. I love flying, and they're just two of the things that I absolutely like love on this planet. Honestly, flying is, I can't express how much it's the best thing in the world to me, and it means so much. And yeah, all right, thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video very shortly. Cheers, take care, and have a great day, guys. Cheers. I got to land a plane at Sydney Airport. What?